Hello and welcome back to Money Never Sleeps. My name is Timur from M&A Wealth. If you'd like more information about what you hear during the show, give us a call at 866-973-3627 or visit us online at mnawealth.com. And while at my website, click on the page to check out past shows and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. During the show today, we're going to look into some of the more common retirement expenses that, in my experience, some people neglect to consider during the planning process. An AARP article, 10 Biggest Expenses in Retirement, presents some great insights into what your retirement expenses may look like. As it explains, lifestyle creep during your retirement can be a sign of trouble because it means you're spending the same amount of money you did while you were working, even though your income has gone down. Accordingly, working with a financial services professional to build a comprehensive retirement strategy may be one of the best first steps you can take. In many cases, healthcare spending is the single biggest, underestimated expense that many people will grapple with during retirement. If your health right now is good and you're working to keep it that way, your healthcare spending during the early days of retirement may be manageable. But as you age into your 80s and beyond, the bill for your healthcare needs will likely only go higher. Often, retirement healthcare costs are lower for husbands because they typically die first. However, before that, they often lean on their spouse for many of their caregiving needs. After a death, the surviving spouse must pay for their own caregiving expenses, and costs vary widely depending on the region of the country. Keeping up with home repairs is another significant but often under-considered retirement expense. Vital home repair projects don't stop just because you've chosen to retire. If you intend to stay in your home for many years after retirement, there's a good chance you'll see increasing home maintenance costs because you're more likely to hire people and companies to handle many of the chores you did yourself when you were younger. Don't forget that this will likely include things like lawn maintenance, cleaning out the gutters, window washing, unclogging drains, and much more. During retirement, many of my clients also begin using a home cleaner for the first time for help with cleaning floors, changing bedding, and many other in-house tasks that become a burden as we age. And while those services are also essential, they can be costly and should be clearly marked in your budget. As you move closer to retirement, if staying in your current home for at least the next several years is important to you, you should discuss the related ongoing costs with your financial services professional. During retirement, travel costs vary widely depending on where you go, when you go, and how you go. If you're bringing along your kids and grandkids, or you're staying at a nice resort, you're certainly going to spend more money than you would if you were staying at a chain hotel off the highway. Also note that it may be wise to travel as much as possible early in your retirement because as you age, you may not have the energy to travel as much, and you may also want to hang on to more money to address increasing healthcare costs. The article next looks at transportation. Though retirement often means that your endless commute is ancient history, most of us will still need some kind of reliable and affordable transportation to get to appointments, stores, and outings with the grandkids. During the first few years of retirement, that probably means just keeping the vehicle you had when you retired or perhaps trading that one in for something affordable, safe, and reliable. But no matter the vehicle, you must include gas, insurance, oil changes, tires, and those dreaded unexpected repairs in your budget. Just like with your home, vehicle maintenance doesn't vanish just because you're no longer collecting a regular paycheck. But as you age, your transportation needs will change a lot. You may become more reliant on family and friends for rides, or you may begin using rideshare services like Uber and Lyft to get to appointments or get-togethers with friends. And while I love using Uber and Lyft for things like getting to the airport or to a restaurant where I know parking will be a challenge, the reality is those rideshare trips can add up in a hurry. Clearly, you'll need to get where you need to go during retirement, but you must also be sure to do so in a way that doesn't blow up your budget and that also helps you adapt as you age. Another part of retirement that some people neglect to properly prepare for is utilities. As the article notes, many retirees enjoy lower monthly utility bills because during your post-work years, you likely no longer have kids leaving lights on, bumping up the thermostat, and constantly microwaving Hot Pockets. Many retirees also move into smaller homes not long after transitioning away from their careers, and that often means reduced heating and cooling costs. But even with a smaller home, utility rates will likely continue to rise, perhaps even on an annual basis. If you currently have a mortgage and want to stay in your home for as long as you can, you may want to consider adding solar panels. Some utility companies provide rebates to have panels installed, and those same companies will often purchase back the extra electricity your panels create. Doing all you can to maintain your health as you age is another excellent way to secure more of your nest egg well into retirement. While there are costs for things like gym memberships, yoga classes, exercise equipment, and even a good pair of walking shoes, doing as much as you can to maintain your fitness could help keep your medical expenses under control. The article also cites a financial expert who recommends that retirees earmark as much as 10% of their total monthly spending on their personal health and wellness, whether with a gym membership for a morning workout or fresh food at the local farmers market. This part of the article also explains that it's easy to spend $500 a month on your health and wellness, but if that amount of spending keeps you healthier longer, it's an outstanding return on investment. As is probably no surprise, retirement often includes spending on kids and grandkids. And that spending isn't just for big-ticket items like vacations or sizable contributions to a grandkid's 529 college savings plan. Spending on kids and grandkids often includes things like a family outing to the local pizza joint or tickets to a show. While those expenses probably don't seem like much in the moment, they can add up into a sizable chunk of money over time. And it's perfectly normal for a grandparent to be excited for the arrival of their first grandkid and to therefore get a little excessive on gifts and clothes and diapers. But once additional grandkids arrive on the scene, maintaining that level of spending can take a huge bite out of your savings. You can be generous to your family without taking it too far and putting your financial strategy at risk. Taxes are yet another element that many people neglect to prepare for before they retire. A lot of people think that once they retire and are no longer receiving a paycheck, that their taxes will quickly go down. But it's not always that simple. It's possible that some investments you made earlier in your life will begin paying off later and push you into a higher tax bracket than you were in before you retired. Work with your financial services professional and a tax professional to build a strategy for retirement taxes that addresses many different possible scenarios. If you have any questions about your retirement magic number, your retirement strategy, or any other parts of your financial strategy, visit my website at mnawealth.com or call my office at 866-973-3627 to discuss how my team might be able to answer your questions and address your concerns. It's our goal to help you prepare for the retirement you've worked so hard for.
Disclosure: all matters discussed during the show are for informational purposes only. Opinions expressed are solely those of M&A Wealth and staff. All topics covered are believed to be from reliable sources. However, M&A Wealth makes no representations as to its accuracy or completeness. This commercial shall in no way be construed as a solicitation to sell securities or advisory services to residents where permitted. Topics should be discussed with your individual advisor prior to implementation. Advisory services offered through M&A Wealth, a registered investment advisor in the state of Texas. Insurance products and services are offered through PNC Life Insurance Agency, an affiliated company. M&A Wealth and PNC Life Insurance Agency are not affiliated with or endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any government agency.